In last week's video, I had a short, pleasant, non-dramatic flight from Victorville to Inyokern. In this video, I depart Inyokern and make the long flight at high altitude through mountains in forest fire smoke to Carson City, Nevada.
Inyokern traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo. Taking off runway 33, I'll be departing straight out to the north, Inyokern. And timer's going.
Good morning. This is Inyokern Airport Automated Advisory. Wind 120 at 3, altimeter 3014, density altitude 4,400. Per runway, pilot's discretion. For further services, click your mic 3 times for an advisory, 4 times for radio check.
Yeah, that's 3-3. Here goes nothing.
In today's flight, I took off from Inyokern Airport and headed north along the eastern flank of the Sierra Nevada mountains, eventually flying over some pretty high mountainous terrain in forest fire smoke, and finally dropping down into the Carson Valley to land at Carson City, Nevada.
Interstate 395. Or maybe that's a state route. No, that's an interstate symbol, it looks like. So that doesn't make sense. It's got to be a state route, because 395, if that was an interstate, would be on the east coast. So we're heading about 345 magnetic. And basically I'm going to keep flying 345 magnetic or so, 340 for the next couple hours, I think. Yeah, go 100 miles an hour. So it seems like there's not much wind here. This might be one of the longest days of the whole trip. One of the longest flying days and arrive at the hotel days. Yeah, we're still next to restricted airspace off to the right there, so I'm being a little bit careful about exactly where I fly. If I stay left of the road, I should stay out of their airspace. Got some power lines, high tension power lines below there, but I'm well above those. And now they're on the other side of the freeway. That's a neat looking hill, just this red round hill sticking up in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, look at that river. I didn't know there was a river there. Alright, now I'm moving further and further away from the restricted airspace, because now its border is going due north and south, and I'm still continuing about 340, 330. So, let's get up a little higher. Let's get up to 5,000. I'm at 4,000 now. Let's get up to 5, and maybe I'll get a little bit nicer shot of the mountains here. $4,500. Let's keep climbing here. Temperature's a little high, oil temperature, but we'll push over here shortly. And what's that? That's South Highway Reservoir, and then there's North Highway Reservoir over on the other side of the freeway there. Then we've got Owens Lake, and that's what the guy at the FBO or the airport mentioned to me yesterday was take the Owens route. I guess this is the Owens Valley. Yeah, we'll go 100 miles an hour, so not really much wind here. Looks like a park there at the south end of the reservoir. That looks nice. I don't know if there's any boating or anything that goes on there. And just up ahead we've got Lone Pine / Death Valley Airport. 026. Although Death Valley, I think, is another, maybe 2 valleys over. Ooh, it's cool outside, actually. Ooh, got a big downdraft here. 1,500 feet a minute right there.
The Los Angeles Aqueduct system is composed of 2 aqueducts, the Los Angeles Aqueduct, or Owens Valley Aqueduct, and the second Los Angeles Aqueduct. Very creative naming. This second aqueduct was built in the late 1960s. Its source is at the juncture of the North and South Highway Reservoirs.
Now we got a canal coming off the reservoir, looks like, going over to whatever this little tiny town is. Olancha, maybe, or Cartago, just north of that, which look like pretty much nothing. So yeah, this is Olancha right in front of us here. It's interesting how we got that big green patch there. I'm guessing that canal had something to do with it, but I don't know where the canal went. Maybe they're just, maybe they water that to give food for the cows. Looks like a bunch of cows down there. I don't know why there's these, like, lakes or something out here on this dry lake bed. Weird. So these are sort of interesting. These, I don't know what they are. Ponds out on the dry lake bed. Lone Pine Airport's coming up here. Oh, mountains are getting bigger.
This is Owens Lake. It actually was a lake up until 1913, when much of the Owens River was diverted into the Los Angeles Aqueduct. It took about 13 years for the lake to dry up. Even though a small flow of water was diverted back into the lake starting in 2004, Owens Lake is the single largest source of dust pollution in the United States.
We are going to be passing the tallest mountain in the lower 48 in the contiguous or coterminous United States coming up here, Mount Whitney. And the chart says 14,491. So it's like 80 feet higher than Mount Rainier. So Mount Whitney is coming up here. I'm sure we're not going to get a great picture of it. We're so far below. We're at 5,400. I'm climbing a little bit. Almost up to 6,000. So there's two peaks that stand out to me here, and I'm not familiar enough with the Sierra Nevadas to know which one of those is Mount Whitney, but they both look pretty awesome. Massive rocks. Yeah, Lone Pine Airport. There's a little tiny mountain range sticking up here in the middle of the valley. And Lone Pine Airport, I think, is just on the other side of that. Yeah, just to the east of the road. So it's over there somewhere, 4 miles away. Maybe on the other side of those hills, maybe I can't see it. But one of the things I wanted to do on my trip was fly by Mount Whitney. So I'm doing that. I am flying by Mount Whitney. Oh, we got a little updraft going here. Awesome. I was kind of hoping I might. And it looks like a bunch of smoke up ahead of us here. Yeah, I don't know what mountain this is, but it looks actually pretty awesome. Super duper rugged. Let's turn in a little bit, get a little closer to it maybe. And looks smoky ahead. Looking smoky ahead. Looking smoky. Yeah, looking smoky. Totally awesome. You know, I can't be this close without getting a little bit closer. Can't do it. And this looks pretty awesome up through this valley here. We're at 75. which is way higher than I need to be going down this valley or up this valley. But gives me a nicer shot of the mountains here. Totally awesome. But yeah, this plane isn't the best for getting nice close-up shots of all these things, because I need to climb another 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 feet. That is awesome. That is awesome. Tempted to go up there. But yeah, this is already a long, long day. I don't even know if I'm halfway yet. So I'll keep buzzing along here. It's smoky up there.
The Sierra Nevada, or Snowy Mountains, is a mountain range in California just east of the Central Valley. It runs 400 miles north to south and is between 50 and 80 miles wide. General Sherman, the world's largest tree, is there. Lake Tahoe, the largest alpine lake in North America, is there. Mount Whitney, the highest mountain in the contiguous United States, is there. And Yosemite, Sequoia, and Kings Canyon National Parks are there. The California Gold Rush took place in the mid-19th century in its western foothills. I've come to hate the overused word epic, but I think it would be fair to call the Sierra Nevada epic. One could spend a lifetime exploring and studying its lakes, trails, geology, surrounding towns and cities, and history.
We're at 7,800 now. That is just, oh, that's awesome. Hey, oh, temperature's dropping actually. It's cooling off probably. I mean, outside. And we're going, oh, we got a little tailwind here. Maybe about 10 knots of tailwind. Oh, there's a patch of snow up there. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. That's Bishop up ahead. That's where I was gonna get fuel, but I refueled already. So I'm gonna skip on past Bishop, and then I could go into Mammoth, Yosemite and refuel, or Bridgeport. So let's skip Bishop, and let's see how fuel looks. Yeah, iPad's at 44%. I turned off the recording. Obviously it dropped quite a lot. Turned off the recording, and it looks like it's at least holding steady at 44. You know what I could do? I can dim it a little bit, because it's not critical for me to be able to see a ton of stuff at the moment. Yeah, we got a ton of smoke here. Yeah, there's Bishop. The town of Bishop. Oh, and there's the airport I see on the other side of town there. But since I refueled, I've got quite a bit of fuel. And I've got 2 or 3 more airports where I could refuel before Carson City. Yeah, I'm cutting the corners here just a little bit. Going by Bishop and then north of Bishop. I'll follow the road a little bit. I'll even cut the corner on the road a little bit. Oh, we got some birds up above me there. I'll drop just a hair. We got a lake there, Lake Crowley, up ahead. And Yosemite, Mammoth, Yosemite, MMH is an airport that's up ahead here. Or 7,500. Smoky here. Oh, and here's what created this lake. Smells smoky. Mammoth Yosemite traffic, Luscombe, 1813 kilo, 4 miles to the east, transiting the area to the northwest at 7,500. Yosemite, Mammoth.
Crowley Lake is a reservoir on the upper Owens River, just a few miles south of Mammoth Lakes. It was created in 1941 by the building of the Long Valley Dam and is most well known for its trout fishing.
So yeah, I won't get any closer than a couple miles, I think, here from maybe within 2 miles of the airport, so nowhere close to the pattern. So I feel good about that. I'll just keep going northwest. Probably gonna need to climb up, so I'll do a little climbing here. Yeah, I'll just pop over this ridge line and then I should hit the road. Okay, there's the road, and airport's back there. I should be clear of any local traffic. Yeah, beyond the pattern. All right, now I'm going to follow this road.
Mammoth Mountain Ski Area is a big ski area just a few miles to the west of the airport I'm flying past here. It rises to an elevation of over 11,000 feet and has 28 ski lifts. It's supported by the town of Mammoth Lakes, which has scads of hotels where skiing vacationers stay. I didn't know any of this was there as I flew past and wasn't really looking around too much. I was actually quite concerned about flying through mountains in smoky conditions and was focused on roads, valleys in front of me, avoiding ascending terrain, and making it to Carson City in one piece.
And I'm going to go over a couple airports as I follow it. At 2 hours, I'll switch tanks. It says distance 101 and destination time 1 hour and 5 minutes. So that would leave me well over an hour reserve. So this sucks because alright, this is better. I was thinking, the road goes that way, but my turn is right here. We'll follow this road. Yeah, actually, given this smoke, I do feel better about flying over a road here. We're at 8,200. So yeah, Mammoth Yosemite Airport, which I just passed, and there's quite a lot of smoke here. So roughly, I'm following this road quite a long ways here, and I'm going to stay pretty low. Well, 8,200 feet, but pretty low to the ground, just because I can see the road and mountainsides that I don't want to fly into. And it's wide enough open that I could do any spirals if I needed to climb, or, well, yeah, I don't want to climb. Yeah, we're gonna veer slightly left, and then slightly right. I just keep following the road here. And at the moment, I am not thinking about the cameras. This one's probably gonna quit. Actually, the ones on the wings all may too. All right, let's go full power. We're at 8,000 feet. And the road climbs a little bit here, but not too much. going approximately straight along the road here. Obviously, I don't want to fly into the mountain there. The road goes around to the right, here it looks like, and I see it on the other side of that little mountain. Yeah, there's the road coming around to the right here, and then generally going the same direction. Yeah, there we go. I can power back just a hair maybe. Looks like now we're going to have falling terrain, which I'm happy about. Since I can't really do too much more climbing. At least not fast. And the road generally keeps going in this direction for a few miles, then slightly off to the right a little bit. I'll just keep following it, and I think, I don't know if I followed all the way into Carson City, but we got falling terrain. At least a little bit. So that makes me happy. I'm at 8,200. .9. Oh yeah, so the train drops a lot. That airport's a 68, so 1,200 feet below me. So for the moment, I'll stay up here, since I'm gonna fly right over the top of that airport, and I will just stay above their pattern altitude. And then I can fly right over the top of it and not worry about hitting somebody in the pattern. I'm at 8,100 here. So 1,300 feet of AGL over that airport. Levining traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo, about 8 miles to the south at 8,100. And I'll be transiting the airspace directly over the road and the airport to the north at 8,100. Levining. So yeah, I'm 300 feet above pattern altitude. That's just going to have to do. Yeah, there's the airport. Levining traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo, 3 miles to the south, transiting the area to the north at 8,100, in between the highway and the airport. Levining. Yeah, and after I get away from this airport, yeah, the next airport's a 6,500. It's only 300 feet lower, so, but I think maybe I'll drop down a little bit because it's a little cloudy up here. Okay, there's 2 hours. Okay, that fuel's on. That fuel is off. This is on and that's full. This is what I'm going to stay on. Probably just all the way to Carson City. This is saying I have less than an hour. Levining traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilos, overflying the field at 8,100 northbound. Levining. Yeah, 100 miles. Okay, they're both saying 100 miles. So that means I'll have more than an hour of fuel left. So I'm just going to plow ahead here all the way to Carson City. Okay, I'm gonna come down a little bit. This is some pretty thick smoke. And unless there's traffic at Bridgeport, I'm just gonna stay low. And Carson's 4,700.
Mono Lake is a terminal lake, that is, it has no outflow, and has a very high salt content. This desert lake has a very productive ecosystem based on brine shrimp, providing a critical habitat for 2 million annual migratory birds which feed on the shrimp and alkali flies. The towers that rise above the surface of this lake are limestone, consisting primarily of calcium carbonate minerals such as calcite. This type of limestone rock is referred to as tufa. Thus, these columns are called tufa towers.
Alright, looks like the road climbs here. Let us go ahead and climb 2 to get over these hills here. And then, hopefully, that's it. And it's actually just this one ridgeline right here. Well, the pressure's good, all temperature's good. Yeah, it looks like the road goes this way, then up that way, and then over there. So I'm gonna preemptively go that direction. Oh, that's a nice place. Very, very nice place. Got their little lawn and there's some trees and house and shop or garage, whatever. So I'm not gonna follow the road. I'm gonna go to the left of the road there. Well, pressure and temperature are good. We're at VY here, just a hair slower than VY. And we're not climbing at all. We're descending. Now we're climbing. And I'm gonna do another climbing turn here. Yeah, we got some updraft going here. 700 feet a minute. I like it. Let's take a look through here. Oh yeah, I can get through there. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I'm glad I turned around when I did. Yeah, we got an updraft going there. Yeah, we were getting closer to terrain than I wanted to at the moment there. And we got an updraft still, and we're going to be good to go this time. Oh yeah, we're good to go. We're clear of the top. And maybe I would have been just fine, but I'm happy that I did the additional climbing turn there. Alrighty, we are clear. I like it. 8,400. Fun times. Yeah, you know, I probably would have been okay. But I wouldn't have had tons of clearance, that's for sure. $8,350. Nope. Okay, the road's still climbing here, so I'm just gonna keep the throttle in, and but if I can't get over it, I've got lots of flat ground over here. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have too much more of this here, too much more of this climbing. Yeah, it looks pretty level through here. Maybe it drops off just past. All right, we'll throttle back here, I think. I think we're good. Yeah, I think that's the end of these mountains here. Looks like a valley out there, just a little bit lower than where I am now. And that's where Bridgeport is. But, yeah, we're 70 miles, so yeah. So we're good to go. We're just gonna keep plowing ahead here. I'm not gonna land at Bridgeport. I'm just gonna cut the corner here a little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut several of my little jaggy corners off of here. So we're at 7,500. Yeah, and I'll probably be more than 3 miles from that airport, so I'm just gonna be on my way here. 122.9, that's what I'm on, so I don't hear any traffic at all. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm just gonna follow this road through here. Alright, so let's climb up a little bit here. Oil pressure good, oil temperature's good. And we're about a VY. I'm just climbing here as good as I can. So we're gonna follow the road this way, then it's gonna hang a left, and then a right again. And we're holding our altitude, climbing just a little bit into Smoky Mountains. Very exciting, at 7,600 feet. Well, pressure good, oil temperature's good. This tank's on, that one's off, this one's on. And we got lots of gas. There's the road up ahead, and it's going to cut left after that ridge line. Yeah, I don't think we need to climb too much here. I think the road follows a nice valley through here, so I think we're in good shape for altitude. But I'm not going to give up any altitude at the moment. Yeah, I think this valley just snakes through these mountains and doesn't really climb too much, but I'm still climbing them at 7,800, so. We're gonna turn left here and then go for a little ways, and we might actually start descending here after this turn. Yeah, we're good to go here. We're in good shape. I think the road's pretty level here. Oh yeah, we are good to go. The road's pretty level here through this valley. Yeah, we got a straight shot through here. We're in good shape. I'm hardly going faster than the cars. No, that's not true. I'm going like 115. I guess it just didn't feel like it from far away from the cars. Yeah, and then we'll hang a right, follow the road north, straight to Carson City. Straight shot to the north. at that. The cars are having to stop because there's must be construction or something. But I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna go zipping right by them. Thousand-foot downdraft. Yeah, so we're gonna go this way a few miles, then we'll hang a right and go north. Straight shot to Carson City, Nevada. Yeah, I'm still in California, so I'm thinking, yeah, may as well just cut this corner here. Yeah, we're just going down this big valley, I guess. Man, this is just nuts. And look at this. Yep. Straight shot down the valley to Carson City. Looks like there was a fire here. Maybe. Oh no. 7,400. And 4,700 is the field. $119, 925, and 123. Alright, so those are my frequencies, so I'm good to go. Good to go for Carson City. And we've got less than 50 miles to get there, which makes me super duper happy. So what was that, 47? Yep, 57. And we're sinking at 1,300 feet a minute. That's fun. But we've got plenty of altitude. And we're sinking less briskly now. Only 800 feet a minute. Well, 1,000 feet a minute down, but we're also attempting to lose altitude, so they both probably are contributing. And we got a nice valley here. Big, wide valley. Carson City traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo, 10 miles to the south on a 45 for a right downwind for runway 9, Carson City. Now I just got to find the airport and actually enter a right downwind. But of course the GPS makes it much easier.
Carson traffic, Skyhawk 1968 Foxtrot, departing runway 09. We're going to be doing a visual climb over the airport to 9,400.
Well, I'm at pattern altitude. Add a little power, pull back a little bit. Let's see, yeah, the airport is completely north of the town, according to the chart. But who knows? Just because it's yellow. Just because there's no yellow doesn't mean there's no houses there. So, could just be less dense, maybe not within city limits. I think I probably see the airport there. Carson City traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilos on a 4-mile 45 for a right downwind for runway 9, Carson City. I'm not getting the horrible static when I press the push to talk.
Aircraft coming into Carson, could you repeat?
Yeah, I'm on a 4-mile 45. I'm 4 miles to the south on a 45 for a right downwind for runway 9.
Very good. We just departed runway 9. We're going to be doing a visual climb over the airport to 9,400. We'll stay on the center line or to the north as we do our climb.
That sounds good. I'll be looking out for you.
1968 Foxtrot. We're Cessna 172.
And I've got you on ADSB there as well.
And Carson traffic, Skyhawk 1968 Fox. We're going to proceed eastbound and climb over the Dayton Valley and not over the airport. 68 Fox.
Carson City traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo, right downwind, runway 9, Carson City. And I think he's the only other Carson City traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo, right base, runway 9, Carson City. Carson City traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo, final, runway 9, Carson City.
This was a long, challenging day. I started by taking off from the high-altitude airport at Big Bear, then lost my spinner after flying past Victorville. After diverting there for a landing and figuring out what had happened, I had a pleasant short flight to Inyokern where I took a short break and topped up. Finally, I left Inyokern for the long flight up the Owens Valley along the eastern foothills of the Sierra Nevada, flying through some pretty challenging conditions. This was probably among the 3 longest days of the entire trip and contained among the biggest challenges and most intense flying. It was a good day, and I was glad to be done.
Carson City traffic, citation 631 Tango Juliet is on a modified, well, we're on the GPS 27 approach. We'll be landing here shortly.
They were using runway 9 down there, so they might have to enter the right downwind.
Okay, citation 631 Tango Juliet. We will go right downwind for runway 9.
Carson City traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo is crossing the runway, and I'll just be across here within a couple seconds. Carson City traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo is clear of the runway, Carson City. Boom, here it is.
And citation 631 Tango Juliet will be entering right downwind for runway 9 here shortly at Carson City.
Come back next week when I spend some time bumming around Virginia City, Nevada, Mark Twain's old stomping ground.